You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network, the home of the Options Podcast. For more quality options programs, visit theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app available in the iTunes and Google Play stores. Select programs are also available via live stream at mixlr.com/options-insider. That's mixlr.com/options-insider. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, stocktwits.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com. The Options Insider Radio Network is sponsored by Fidelity Investments. At Fidelity, you'll always get a great value for your options trades. And with powerful investing tools that provide clear next steps, plus independent research and a wide range of investment types, we can help you make better trading decisions. Learn more about options trading with Fidelity at fidelity.com/options. Options trading entails significant risk and is not appropriate for all investors. Certain complex option strategies carry additional risk. Before trading options, contact Fidelity Investments by calling 800-544-5115 to receive a copy of the characteristics and risks of standardized options. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
Good morning. Today is Monday, October 29th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story of the day is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Monday. First thing is this morning, Wall Street pointed to a tentative rebound after last week's rout. U.S. stock futures pointed to a positive start to the trading week, with the major indices edging higher as investors turn their focus to the latest batch of corporate earnings. Second thing to know today is IBM acquires Red Hat for $34 billion. IBM is acquiring Red Hat, a major distributor of open source software and technology, in a deal valued around $34 billion, as it seeks to diversify its technology, hardware, and consulting business into higher margin products and services. According to a joint statement released Sunday, IBM, which has a market capitalization of $114 billion, will pay $190 a share in cash for Red Hat, a 63% premium to Friday's closing share price of $116.68. The acquisition is by far IBM's largest deal ever, and the third biggest in the history of U.S. tech. The open source enterprise software maker will become a unit of IBM's hybrid cloud division, with Red Hat CEO Jim Whitehurst joining IBM's senior management team and reporting to CEO Ginni Rometty. Our third thing to know today is the dollar holds near a 10-week high. Away from equities, the dollar was broadly higher against a basket of the other major currencies, holding close to Friday's 10-week highs. The U.S. dollar index edged up 0.2% to 96.33, not far from the 10-week peak of 96.62 set on Friday. Elsewhere in currencies, the euro was a touch lower as German Chancellor Angela Merkel faced calls from her own conservatives to cede the party's leadership, further eroding her authority after painful losses in a regional election. The pound was also slightly lower against the greenback as investors awaited the autumn budget statement from British Chancellor Philip Hammond. Fourth thing to note today is oil prices edged lower. In commodities, oil prices were lower to start the week, as a slump in stock markets and concerns about slowing global growth clouded the fuel demand outlook. U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures were at $67.06 a barrel, down 54 cents, or 0.8% from their last settlement, while front-month Brent crude futures were trading 63 cents, or 0.8% at lower, at $77.03 a barrel. Losses were kept in check as looming sanctions on Iran, the third largest producer in the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, are widely expected to lead to a tighter market. The sanctions are due to come out in force November 4th. They're being reinstated after U.S. President Donald Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal earlier this year. U.S. PCI inflation data. On the economic calendar, investors will get more data on the state of the U.S. consumer, with personal income and spending data for September set for release at 8:30 a.m. That was this morning. Economists expect personal income to rise. They expected personal income to rise 0.4% over the prior month, while spending was forecast to gain 0.4%, according to estimates. And our second story today tells us exactly how that all went down. It's from investing.com. U.S. consumer spending rises. Income gains the smallest amount in 15 months. U.S. consumer spending rose for a seventh straight month in September, but income recorded its smallest gain in more than a year, amid moderate wage growth, suggesting the current pace of spending was unlikely to be sustained. The Commerce Department said on Monday, consumer spending, which amounts for more than two-thirds of U.S. economic activity, increased 0.4% last month, as households bought more motor vehicles and spent more on healthcare. Data for August was revised up to show spending advancing 0.5% instead of the previously reported 0.3% gain. Our final story today is likewise from investing.com. Bitcoin falls as Coincheck reports decline in revenue. Cryptocurrency prices fell on Monday as Japanese exchange Coincheck reported a decline in revenue during the third quarter. The platform suffered a $520 million hack in January, leading to a loss in business, the company said Monday. The parent company of the platform, Monex Group, reported revenue of 315 million yen, roughly $2.8 million, which was down 66% from the 8.4 million revenue reported in the second quarter. Since the service suspension in January 2018, Coincheck only allowed existing customers to sell their cryptocurrency, the company stated in a financial report. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, October 29, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free one-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.